Kalonzo had one of the roughest time in Tharaka. Kalonzo was heckled seriously to a point whereby he had to adjourn the meeting or the stopover that he was doing. So apparently Kalonzo felt like he's so big he can go to Mount Kenya and just campaign without Gachagua or any other leader from that region. And he was heckled seriously. People came out and started saying Tutam, Tutam, Tutam. And now this is my point of discussion. I want us to ask ourselves very pertinent questions. Is Mount Kenya really behind Gachagua? Or is William Ruto making inroads in Mount Kenya? And also, what is the political future of Kalonzo? Because we see Kalonzo, he's turning out to be this politician that cannot stand alone. That no matter how much he tries, he cannot go beyond Ukambani alone. He always has to go behind with someone as a backup or someone to back him up. So, before I go into the details, if you're coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now back to my video. So I was saying that Kalonzo was really booed, was really heckled in Tharaka, where he went to campaign. He went there to see if at least he can start popularizing himself. And before even he started speaking, there was a crowd. The people who had gathered there started shouting, Tutam, Tutam, Tutam. And this is what is raising a lot of questions. Is Kalonzo Musyoka just a politician that will never go beyond where he is? Because he has really tried. We have seen him go to so many regions. When he goes alone, then the turnout is always low and people don't always give him a listening ear. But anytime he goes with a popular leader from that area, then the crowd accept him and they receive him so well. I just want you to watch this video and then I'll come back and give a deeper analysis into it. So watch this video.
Okay,
You have watched the video and you can clearly see what is happening to Kalonzo. So Kalonzo has been a politician who has been in this politics for the longest time. This was a man who was a minister during Moi's era. This was a man who started his politics during Moi's era. This is a man who has been in the Kibaki's government. This is a man who has been there during Uhuru's government. And now he's here. This man has always wanted to be president. He has always wanted to be president, but every time he has always been getting the short end of the stick, the tail end of the stick. Every time he tries. Kalonzo has even tried to run alone, and we all remember the outcome. But all this time Raila has always used him kujaza kura. Ni ule mtu anatumika kujaza kura. He's not someone who is being used. Like, people can really support him to be the president. And I think it is high time Kalonzo realized this, that no leader will ever come out openly to support him to be the president. None. Except unless it is the leaders from his own region. But no leader from any other region outside Ukambani will ever come out and support Kalonzo to be the president. They will always try to tell him that he will be the president. But when it comes to ikifika hapo mwisho, they always tell him, no, you can't be the president, you can't run, support someone else. And since Kalonzo has always turned out to be someone who is very easy to convince, this is a man who is very easy to convince, then people don't take him serious. I think that is what Kalonzo should realize, that people don't take him serious because he always comes out to be this person who is very easy to convince. And that's why they always see Kalonzo as a top-up. They always see, no, Kalonzo, don't ignore him, bana. Huyu hakuna place anaenda. Or this guy hakuna place anaenda. Just ignore him. So that is the reality. That is the reality. That Kalonzo will never amount to anything beyond the point whereby he has gone. And this is something that people don't want to accept. Because Kalonzo alone himself, he's not accepted anywhere beside Ukambani. And this is the tricky part. Because he has tried this, and this is not the first time. He has gone to even other regions. He has even tried to go alone. Even sometimes they go with Eugene. But you can see the reception. People don't receive them that much. People don't care about them. They don't go. Because Nyanza, Kalonzo has never gone to Nyanza alone. So Kalonzo cannot go beyond the point whereby he has reached. He has to support someone. And this time I would advise Kalonzo, if he's listening, that this time make sure that whichever way, make sure you are in the side that will form the government. Even if it will be on the side of William Ruto, just be on that side. You have been in the opposition for the longest now. You left the government in 2013. You have never been in the government since 2013. But by the grace of God, you've managed to keep your influence and your control over Ukambani vote. So use that to your benefit. Use that. If Raila has used that to his benefit, use that to your benefit. This time around, go where the government is. At least on your last days of power. Because the truth of the matter is, Kalonzo, you are not going to be president. That is the reality. I know I might sound like a prophet of doom, but that is the political reality. You will never go beyond being the president. And there are two people. This is not Kalonzo alone. Even Mudavadi. Mudavadi will never go beyond where he is. That is the reality. Because if someone is sitting down here and thinking that William Ruto can hand over power to someone in 2027, like he will support somebody else, he will not be on the ballot, you are lying to yourself. William Ruto has to go and will try as much as possible. Yes, he might lose, but he will be on the ballot. And after 2027, the political dynamics will be different. Kalonzo will be old enough not to even be considered the presidential candidate. The political dynamic for the 2027 past 2027 will be so different. So different. Because you see, these young people, the Gen Zs, all this causing out all this drama, after 2027 they will have matured enough to say, this time round we are taking it by force or by fire or whatever means possible. So things are going to be very messy. And they are not going to listen to the likes of Kalonzo and Mudavadi. So you guys, if you are smart politicians, just align yourself to the side that will align yourself to the side that you know you will benefit. Because it is your last days in politics. These are your last years in politics. No one will listen to you. That's the reality. And no one is going to give you that chance. So in 2027, Kalonzo, and I'm urging you, if you listen to this, don't work with the side that will be in the opposition. Because that means you'll be in the opposition for another 5 years again. That will be a total of how many years? That will be a total of 20 years out of the government. Because from 2013 to 2032, That will be a total of 20 years out of the government. And you think you'll still be relevant, and you still Kenyans will still give you a chance? That will not happen. If right now they are treating you like you are just a top-up, because Raila sees you as a top-up, Kalonzo sees you, Ruto sees you as a top-up, and even Gachagua sees you as a top-up. In fact, the person who cannot give you power is Gachagua. Gachagua cannot support you in whichever shape or form. That one, trust me. Because Gachagua has the heart of ile roho ya kujitakia. And that is why he cannot leave it to anyone. Gachagua would rather be on the ballot. But now let's come to something else. Is the influence of Gachagua really dwindling and reducing in Mount Kenya? I think that is very true. That since Gachagua, there is something that is happening in Mount Kenya. There is something that is happening in Mount Kenya, and I think William Ruto is achieving what he wanted in Mount Kenya. Because we can see Tharaka is an area that Kindiki comes from. And then we have also seen Meru residents were also in State House. And then there was also a time, just a few days ago, the Kiambu residents were also in State House. And we can see that there is some inroads that William Ruto is again gaining in Mount Kenya. And this one is very dangerous for Gachagua. Because I told you guys, and I said it here, that never think you have outsmarted William Ruto. William Ruto is a politician that has been in this game for so many years. He understands the game perfectly. And there's a tactic that most people use. When you are strong, you look like you're weak. And when you're weak, that is when you should show your strength. William Ruto studied Gachagua very well, and he understood that Gachagua is feeling that now William Ruto is very weak, and William Ruto made him to believe that I'm weak, I've lost Mount Kenya and everything. And that is why Gachagua had that arrogance of speaking the way he's speaking and telling people that no, you cannot be anything, Nina Nini, without us, Nina Nini, Mount Kenya is locked out for you. And now William Ruto is moving silently. He's moving silently. And by the time Gachagua realizes that William Ruto has gained ground in Mount Kenya, it will be the day when he'll go to Mount Kenya, either Meru or Embu or Tharaka, and he will be heckled. And that's the time he will realize, oh, so the president has made inroads here. So Gachagua should understand that he is dealing with someone who is smart, who is a smart politician. And that's why I'm telling you, there are only two politicians who are smart in this country. As we speak right now, one of them is William Ruto, and the second one is Raila Odinga. And if those two people sit down and combine their heads, trust you me, you cannot beat them. The only way they can be beaten is by the strength of the people. If the people decide otherwise, if these Gen Zs decide otherwise, then that is it for them. But you politicians up there, you cannot match them. Accept it. Accept it. Those people will watakukaranga asubuhi na mapema. So Gachagua should think twice and should strategize, because William Ruto and Raila Odinga are no joke. They are no joke. And William Ruto understands Raila so well. And that's why he's working with Raila closely, because he understands that the only politicians who can beat him 10-0 is Raila Odinga. And that's why he doesn't want to lose him. So tell me what you think about it in the comment section. But above it all, as I always insist, always remain respectful. Whenever you share your opinion, let it be your opinion. Don't attack anyone or anything. Just share what you think. So do it in the comment section. But above it all, as I always insist, remain respectful. If you want to support me or you want to send me something, my number is always there in the description in every video. You can take the number and utume kakitu ama whatever it is. Thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Africa.